and with the Canadian mission over as of today, what's your message to the people who are counting on Canada's help to get out of there and didn't get it?
First of all, this is a very difficult day, not just for Afghans, but for people around the world, including in Canada, who have long been deeply committed to the Afghan people and a better future for Afghanistan. The temporary air bridge that was put in place by the Americans over the past number of weeks allowed us to get out tens of thousands of people as an international community, and Canada will have been able to lift out about 3,700 people. We have taken as much, if not more, advantage of this temporary opportunity than any country, just about any of our allies. And I want to thank the Canadian Armed Forces and our diplomats and our hardworking immigration services people who have made that happen. But I do take issue with you saying now that our engagement with Afghanistan is done, Glenn. Our engagement with Afghanistan is not done. Yes, this phase of the emergency air bridge, facilitated by the Americans until they pull out finally, has been important and has been something we've been in wholeheartedly over the past many weeks. But our commitment to resettle over 20,000 Afghans in Canada in the coming months and years, our work to continue to support people in the region, our continued work to put pressure on the Taliban alongside our international allies to allow people to leave Afghanistan and come to safety in Canada will continue. This particular moment is done, and it's heartbreaking to see, but there is much more to do, and Canada will continue to be there for Afghans and the Afghan people. Okay.
I recognize how today is a difficult day for a lot of people, certainly in Afghanistan, but also for people throughout the world, including Canadians who, for a long time, have been engaged in supporting the Afghan people and a better future for Afghanistan. The work we've done over the past few weeks, the temporary work permitted by allies and Americans to get people out, thousands of people out of Afghanistan, it's coming to an end because the Americans are leaving, but we were able to take advantage of this opportunity to do as much as almost all of our allies. We were able to remove 3,700 people on 17 flights since August, and it made a big difference. But our engagement towards Afghanistan does not finish today. It's the opposite. We're going to continue because we will receive more than 20,000 Afghans in the coming years, in the months and coming years. We're going to work with regional partners. We're going to ensure that we're there to put pressure on the Taliban to let people leave Afghanistan, those who want to, and we're going to continue being there to build as much as possible a better future for Afghans and Afghanistan.
People in Afghanistan who didn't make it out, they were looking to your government for help to get out of extreme jeopardy over there. Speak to them. What's your message to them now that they're waiting, now that they've seen the last Canadian plane has left?
We have been working day and night over the past months, past weeks and months to get as many people out as possible. So I understand the heartbreak to those who were not able to get out as the temporary land bridge, air bridge is closing. We will continue to work with partners, with allies, with regional partners to make sure we're continuing to do everything we can, both to bring tens of thousands of Afghans with their families to Canada, but also to keep putting pressure on the Taliban to ensure that people can leave Afghanistan and come to Canada.
I understand how this is a difficult moment for people who are still in Afghanistan. but know that we're not stopping today. We're going to continue working with regional partners, with our allies, to help people in Afghanistan, including by putting pressure on the Taliban to let people leave Afghanistan to come to Canada. Our work continues. We're not forgetting you.
Prime Minister, you've called this a difficult day, a heartbreaking day, but the reality is that the Afghan people are facing the prospect of dying. So where is your personal responsibility for this fiasco?
We know how incredibly difficult this moment is because Canadians have been working unbelievably hard over these past many weeks. Our Canadian forces, our diplomats, our consular agents, to get as many people out as we possibly could. And compared to many of our allies, we've done extremely well. 17 flights since the beginning of August, over 3,700 people evacuated. But of course, there is much more to do. And our commitment continues. We will continue to work in the region. We will continue to put pressure on the Taliban. We will ensure that in the coming months and years, we bring over 20,000 Afghans to their new homes in Canada.
Following up. You see there's more to do, but let's focus in on the accountability piece for a second. Could more have been done sooner to evacuate more people, specifically the bureaucratic red tape that prevented more people from getting special visas and onto flights? Where is the accountability for that piece?
I think we all understand that the speed with which the Taliban took over Kabul rendered this an extraordinarily difficult situation for allies, for Canadians, and especially for Afghans. We have been working day and night. 17 flights come out of Afghanistan since the beginning of August, 3,700 people brought out of that country. But of course there is more to do, and we will continue to work with our allies with the closing of this temporary air bridge that was secured by the Americans, but that had a very clear end date. The first phase is perhaps done, but the work will continue in the region by Canada and its allies.